Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Just Advance. This game was played in Title Tuesday. With the white pieces, we have Rudik Makariyan. He's an international master from Georgia. With the black pieces, we have he needs no introduction. He's Magnus Carlsen, world number one, absolute beast, 5 times world champion. So this game is going to be an absolutely amazing game because, as you saw with the title, Magnus Carlsen absolutely gets obliterated in Title Tuesday. So here we have d4, knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, and d5. Queens come in decline. We have g3, g6, bishop to g2, and just bishop to g7. Going for the Catalan opening, we have castles, castles. Queen to c2 was played by by Rudik, and we have knight to a6 by Magnus, rook to d1, and just b6 by Magnus. We have bishop to g5, bishop to b7, c captures, e captures, and just going for this knight to c3. And here we have rook to e8, rook a c1, h6, bishop to f4, and here just queen to e7. And here we have a3. Now going for c5, just immediately striking in the center, and definitely the right way to play. I mean, obviously he knows he's Magnus, and we have bishop to e5, but now just going for this rook a d8. We have e3, just trying to strengthen the center, and we have knight to e4, but now just goes for bishop captures on g7, king captures, d captures, knight captures on c5, b4, attacking that knight, and here just knight to e6. Now we have this knight to e2. Now that knight is definitely going to be jumping spaces. We have queen to f6, knight to d4, and here rook to c8, just attacking the queen, queen to b2, and now this queen is very nicely against the black king, so you can have to be a little bit careful. Here knight caps on d4 was played, knight caps on d4, h5, and here just rook caps on c8. And in this position, if you play a move like bishop caps on c8, you're absolutely fine. The game would go on, probably like rook to c1, queen to g8, rook to c7, and here after h4 you play rook caps on a7, h3, and here after bishop captures, d captures, queen to c2, and after bishop to f5 you play a move like queen to a4. But the rook to d8 comes, rook to a8, asking for a rook trade, bishop blocks, and most likely after a move like queen to c2, both players will have very fine game. There will be no issues. Like you can just move bishop to b7, and after trade happens, you'll get this position. You'll have a knight against a bishop, and game could go either way. But here after rook caps on c8, here a very interesting turn of events, because Magnus actually went for rook captures on c8, and this seems like a normal move. What is wrong in this position? But there is something insanely wrong, because now comes the idea. I'm gonna ask you to pause the video and try and find out the only move in this where you crush the world number one. So have at it. So congratulations to everyone who's able to find this move. And here in this position, Rudik goes for bishop captures on e4. That's the perfect way to play this. D captures, and he plays this spectacular tactic with this knight to e6 check. And Magnus Carlsen on just move 26 resigned the game, and Rudik got this spectacular victory in just 26 moves against the world number one. I mean, it's an absolutely insane tactic. And how it works, that maybe you must be thinking maybe you can just take this. Well, you can, but just the rook jumps in, and you're gonna have to move away from the protection of the queen. You move the king, queen captures, you're a queen down in a completely losing position, and worse than that, you're getting mated in 4. Rook to c1, king to g2, rook to g1, just prolonging the game. But here after b5 you play queen to f8 check, king to g5, and a very beautiful queen to f4 checkmate. So here that was the idea, and yeah, amazing find. I mean, I think there was a very similar game where Paolo Supi played against Magnus, where he absolutely crushed Magnus in 19 moves. I mean, this just reminds me of that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back to games like these, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Thank you all.